Well guys, welcome back to Phineas's SMF Wrestling. Full disclosure, the show has not even started yet. Fans are still finding their seats to tonight's show, but the women's roster of SMF Wrestling has hijacked the show, and we're not even supposed to be on the air yet, but I told the production crew to go live. The women are doing some kind of movement right now.
Hey everyone, make some noise if you're tired of Phineas! Now listen, on behalf of the entire SMF Wrestling universe, the only way that we're gonna put an end to Phineas's terror is if we band together. So I'm gonna pass the microphone to all the wonderful ladies on this roster, and let's expose Phineas together!
Phineas might as well be a homewrecker. He fired Scarlett's husband, Karrion Kross, and he fired my boyfriend, Greg Heffley.
Phineas literally told me straight to my face that he's keeping me under contract for a little bit of time so I can lose to Nia Jax, and then he's gonna fire me. He completely disrespects me and lets people get away with nonsense. I'm tired of it.
I couldn't believe my eyes when I was at the bank cashing in this week's SMF Wrestling paycheck. And there was a TV at the bank, and it had this broadcast. SMF Wrestling's not even supposed to go live for like another 3 hours. And then I heard that Cosmo decided to start the show a little earlier so we could broadcast this little stupid movement we've got going on here. Alright, first off, Cosmo, I should fire you right now for going into business for yourself. But lucky for you, my new commentary team hasn't got back to me yet. I'm trying to get Jim Cornette to come do commentary, but he's not answering the phone, so I'm gonna keep you here for a little bit longer. And I'm about to shock the idiot marks in the comment section who are supporting this stupid movement that's in the ring right now. It's no surprise I'm building a new and improved SMF Wrestling, but it may be a surprise to some of you idiots that I actually was not gonna fire the entire women's division. No, in fact, there's gonna be women wrestlers on my new roster, but the thing is, there's just so little women wrestlers that are actually good. Because 90% of the women wrestlers that we have, they're green, they're fresh out of wrestling school, they can't wrestle to save their lives, and the only reason they have jobs is because they're pretty. And last week I was attacked brutally by Rita and Sandy Cheeks. And as much as I really want to punish you and fire you, I'm gonna punish you a different way. Because as a wrestling booker, I know that women wrestlers are hard to come by, so you're all safe for now. But I do need to go talent scouting for new additions to my new women's division. And also I have another idea, but we'll get to that in a minute. But I am here to, unfortunately, I was going to announce this later on, but you forced me to do it now! Stupid riots, stupid protest. The next episode of SMF Wrestling will be a Women's Royal Rumble. Yeah. You like that? Now, of course, I doubt any of you sorry excuses for professional wrestlers will even survive this Royal Rumble. And I doubt that I'm going to give any one of you contracts in my new updated SMF Wrestling, but I'm still going to give you the chance to impress me, and maybe I can sign you. But all of you in the ring right now, you're going to get really early entrance into this Rumble, especially Sandy and Rita. And I've taken note on every name that's in that ring right now, and I'm going to punish all of you with the early spots. But I've also taken note on the names that aren't in this riot. My girl, Nia Jax. I'm going to give you a nice late entry into this match. However, Nia, you've got nothing to worry about because you will be drafted as the first women's wrestler on my new roster. So I appreciate you, Nia. And just remember that Nia is ready to break every single one of your pretty faces. So you no longer have any kind of claim to fame because outside of your looks, you have no talent. And just remember that women's wrestling will always be in men's wrestling's shadow. And as good as you may think you are, the best wrestler in the world will always be a man, and that man is Phineas.
Hold on just 1 second. Mr. Boss, Phineas, if that is your real name, I agree with most of the stuff you just said, except for one thing. The best wrestler in the world is not a man. The best wrestler in the world is a princess. And she is the real champion of SMF Wrestling. We assume that the winner of this Women's Royal Rumble is going to challenge the princess. And that's okay, because Princess Peach will retain the championship against any one of these ladies. And of course, Princess Peach will continue being the best champion in SMF Wrestling.
Indeed. There's still one more championship in this company that I don't have. Well, then, indeed, the winner of the Women's Royal Rumble will challenge Princess Peach. You know what? I'm going to make an all-women's pay-per-view called Evolution right after the Women's Royal Rumble. It's going to be right after. And Peach, Toad, it would be a shame if Princess Peach lost the women's title in the main event of Evolution. It would be interesting to see how it happens. Everybody watching at home, the next episode is the Women's Rumble, and then right after, Princess Peach will lose the Women's Championship. See you then! What an announcement, ladies and gentlemen! Women's Royal Rumble next week, and then Phineas just said an all-women's pay-per-view! Wow, I was not expecting that! We'll see you guys next week. The Women's Royal Rumble.